To business news now. Charles Pellegrin back with us again today, and he's going to start in China. The World Economic Forum has kicked off in Tianjin, turning a spotlight really on the world's second largest economy, Charles.
That's right, and China's Premier Li Qiang assured delegates there attending that the country was on track to hit its growth target of 5% GDP growth for 2023. He added that measures would be taken to support that by boosting domestic demand and promoting further economic development. Well, this comes as several analysts and some major banks have downgraded their growth forecasts for China in the coming year, especially on the back of disappointing data last month, which saw a record in youth unemployment reaching 20.8%, as well as retail sales, industrial production, and investment all growing short of expectations. And adding to concerns over China's economy are the frequent calls from the U.S. and Europe to reduce economic reliance on China, something that European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen referred to as de-risking. Li Qiang said this was unrealistic considering how intertwined China and the rest of the global economy are.
As you know, some in the West are hyping up ideas like cutting reliance and de-risking. These two concepts, to a certain extent, are a false proposition.
Let's take a look at how the stock markets are doing this Tuesday. Markets in Europe recovering after the uncertainty caused by the Wagner mutiny in Russia. We can see the Paris CAC 40 up over 0.5%, the DAX in Frankfurt up just under 0.5%, same for the FTSE in London. In Asia, both the Hang Seng in Hong Kong and the Shanghai Composite trading higher on the back of those positive signals sent by Chinese Premier Li Qiang. Shanghai Composite trading up over 1.25%, and Hang Seng in Hong Kong up over just under 2%. The Kospi in Seoul and the Nikkei in Tokyo trading lower though, following in the footsteps of Wall Street after a sell-off in tech stocks there. And UK food retailers will be facing questions in Parliament this Tuesday over the rise in prices in their sector. This says some wholesale prices for wheat, for instance, have fallen. Food retailers like Tesco and Sainsbury's are, as a result, facing accusations that they are profiteering from high prices by not adjusting prices at the shelves. They are responding by saying that it can take a long time for wholesale price changes to filter down to the consumer. For instance, the wheat currently being bought is still from last year's crop with last year's prices. Well, food prices are a major contributor to decades-high inflation in the country, which has led to a severe cost of living crisis in the UK. Food inflation is easing somewhat, though. According to the British Retail Consortium, food inflation reached 14.6% in June, down from 15.4% in May, and could reach single digits later in the year. Hollywood star Ryan Reynolds is adding yet another investment in his growing portfolio, which includes ownership of Welsh football club Wrexham, as well as a gin brand and a mobile network operator in the United States. So Ryan Reynolds, along with fellow actors Rob McElhenney and Michael B. Jordan, is part of a group that has just bought a 24% stake in Formula One team Alpine Racing, which is owned by French car maker Renault. Brian Quinn has this.
Hollywood is coming for Formula One. Actor Ryan Reynolds, best known for his role in Marvel's Deadpool films, is buying into the Alpine Racing F1 team. Along with two U.S. private equity firms, he's joined by two fellow stars, Rob McElhenney of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia and Michael B. Jordan of the Creed and Black Panther films. The actors are taking their stake via Reynolds' company, Maximum Effort Investments.
Maximum Effort Investment focuses on unlocking value through the power of storytelling, and we believe there is a tremendous untapped potential in Alpine racing.
The combined €200 million buy-in represents a 24% share of Alpine, valuing the team at just over €820 million. Now owned by French automaker Renault, it won championships under different names in 1995, 2005, and 2006. The team finished fourth in last year's championship, though, and is seeking to boost its profile. With media companies seeking to boost viewership, many have turned to sports that are popular in Europe but have lower profiles in the US, like Formula One. Reynolds and McElhenney have already found success with their takeover of Welsh soccer club Wrexham AFC, taking it from non-league status in 2020 to fifth-tier champions this year.
So maybe we could expect another Netflix series or a streaming series,
Yes.
the same that he did with Wrexham this time on Formula One.
Could
Although there's
be.
already one that exists with Formula One, obviously, Drive to Survive. So.
Okay, well, maybe they'll be in competition. Maybe they won't be able to be. We'll see. Charles, thanks very much. Charles Pellegrin with the business.